Hello, welcome. 开课了，差一点忘记怎么说开课了。开课了. Hi everyone. Today is A4 communication breakdown. We are doing the category A misunderstanding of approach. We have 4 categories and 4 lessons per category. We're gonna do a little phonic first because I'm following the lesson that I did with Yuan Yo, and he had a question about NG and ing. And as a teacher who provides very specialized individual lessons, I give attention to my students' pain points, and that was what he brought up during this class. So I want to keep this real and also share with you guys. So he asked me, what's the difference in the n and the the in and the ing. So I think in Chinese it also has this, right? The yin and the yin, and one is more nasally. So with this one, I want you to put your finger on your nose and say So you will feel a little bit of vibration when you do that. And then for the in, it's through your mouth. So is through your nose and in is through your mouth. And then I will have some words on the board for my student to practice. Okay, cool. And then I will say them with him in. And this is kin, in, and king. Ran, rang. Sin, sing. And then we will jump into today's lesson. Okay, so we're on the communication breakdown. And just to remind you guys, the idea of these business English manager issues are so that you as a student at the end can learn to describe miscommunication without blame, use a neutral system focused language, and transform complaints into observations. So today we are going to describe communication problems without blaming people. And we have the observation, the clarification, and the alignment. So information didn't propagate clearly, so we may need to realign expectations. I will put this on the board. I'll ask the student, please read. Good. So the idea here, what we're doing is to go from observation, what we see, to clarification, and then to alignment. Again, we'll go over some vocabulary. So this helps my students prime their minds into today's new topic. So flow of information, we have these. I'll put it on the board so we can both see. Propagate, relay, repeat after me please. Update, alignment, visibility. And then some problems. We have gap, unclear, inconsistent, delayed, partial information. And then we have some repair actions. This is what we do to solve these problems we have here. We have clarify, confirm, realign, synchronize, and follow up. And this is where we do a drill sometimes where I say the word and I ask my student to please explain to me in English. And sometimes if he explains in too detailed or too complicated where it's even more confusing, I would say, please explain it to a 5-year-old, or in this case, maybe to an 8th grader, or just explain it in simple English. So next we're going to do some focused language. So the idea is that if you can become comfortable with these sentences, you will be able to mix and match and create your own. So repeat, please. There may have been a communication gap. Information didn't propagate clearly. Some updates were not fully aligned. We may need to clarify expectations. The message was interpreted differently. So I will place these sentences on the board for my students, and then we'll do a micro practice. So I'll give you 60 seconds to please say these by yourself. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to do some micro practice where we turn a complaint into a neutral observation. We change a complaint to a neutral observation. This is actually the heart of the lesson. So let's begin. I will say the complaint, and then you will try to tell me a neutral way to say it. So first, they never told us about the change. What do you think? They never told us about the change. A target answer would be the update wasn't communicated clearly. The update wasn't communicated clearly. Okay, cool. Next. People ignored the document. People ignored the document. Okay, cool. So the target would be the documentation may not have been visible. The documentation may not have been visible. Next, we have management changed the plan suddenly. Management changed the plan suddenly. The target, the change was not communicated early. The change was not communicated early. And now I will give you some independent sentences so that you can try on your own. Ready? Nobody shared the final decision. How do we say this without blaming? I'll post the sentences here on the board for you guys to take a look. The idea here is me as a teacher. I'm not going to dramatically correct you, but I will help you refine your wording. So next we got conflicting instructors. Feel free to pause and think about your answer and then continue. The requirement changed without notice. Different teams had different information. Excellent. So next, we have some realistic scene scenarios. So here is a scenario. Team A used an old design and Team B used a new design. I want you to please explain this in neutral language, focusing on the system. And that would be your task. And what I'm looking for is for you to explain with neutral language, system focus, and no blame. You can start with, there may have been, ... Yeah, and I will continue to make gentle corrections with my students. So let's say if they say, they didn't tell us that, I will be like, no, try to say the update wasn't communicated early. You know, if they say, because they forgot, try to say information may not have been propagated. If they say, anything that's more emotional, I would shift them back to something more operational. Cool. So conflicting instructions, what would be a proper way to talk about like the instructions were conflicting and I didn't understand? That's the final question for today's lesson. Good. You can say there may have been a communication gap. Perfect. That wraps up today's class on communication breakdown. Next class, we will start a new category and we will continue to learn how to communicate professionally, to name and not to storytell. Storytelling is so much fun, but in the business sense, in the beginning, you want to, when talking about problems, you want to keep it neutral. Cool. See you guys in the next one. Bye. 再见.